everybody, my name is Alicia. 皆さんこんにちは、Alicia です。Welcome to another Japanese whiteboard lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn some Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. 皆さんこんにちは、Alicia です。Welcome to another Japanese whiteboard lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn some vocabulary words we use to indicate common weather conditions. Let's get started. Okay, let's start by looking at the key vocabulary for this lesson. Let's take a look at this list of vocabulary words. We'll go one by one. The first expression is 強い風, 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 which means strong wind. 強い風. 強い means strong, and 風 means wind. 強い風, strong wind. Next is 雨, 雨, 雨. This means rainy. 雨. Next, 晴れ, 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 which means clear weather. 晴れ. Next is 雪, 雪, which means snowy or snow. 雪. Next, 曇り, 曇り, which means cloudy. 曇り, 曇り. Next, 台風, 台風, which means typhoon. 台風, don't forget this u sound at the end. 台風, typhoon. Next is 寒い, 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 which means cold. 寒い. Next, 暑い, 暑い, which means hot. 暑い, hot. Next, 蒸し暑い, 蒸し暑い, which means humid or muggy. 蒸し暑い, 蒸し暑い. Next is 涼しい, 涼しい, which means cool. 涼しい. Don't forget this last E sound here. 涼しい, 涼しい, cool. And finally, we have 暖かい, 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 which means warm. Great. With these expressions in mind, let's take a look at a dialogue that uses some of these vocabulary words. Okay, now let's take a look at the dialogue for this lesson. This dialogue is a sample dialogue between a real person and a virtual assistant. In this dialogue, the virtual assistant's name is Prills, or in Japanese, Puriru. Let's take a look. First, the human says, Puriru, 今日の天気は? Puriru, 今日の天気は? Which means, Prills, how's the weather today? Puriru, 今日の天気は? And the response, 午前は雪です。午後は雨です。午前は雪です。午後は雨です。Which means snowy in the morning, rainy in the afternoon. Let's take a look at some more example sentences and break down what's happening. Okay, let's break down what's happening with some more example sentences. Let's take a look at this first example sentence. Here you can see the expression begins with 午前は曇りです. In this part, we have 曇り in red. The following expression is 午後は晴れです. In this part of the expression, we have 晴れ in red. So as you can see in these examples, and in these examples, the weather expression is in red. In the dialogue, we saw yuki, snow, and ame, rain. In this example sentence, we have kumori, cloudy, and hare, clear weather. So the weather expressions are dropped in this manner. The beginning of each expression tells us the time of day. 午前は means in the morning. 午後は in the afternoon. We end the expression with です, so roughly is, or it will be in the case of weather reports. So, 午前は曇りです translates to cloudy in the morning. 午後は晴れです translates to clear weather in the afternoon. In this case, because it's like we're talking with a virtual assistant, we have kind of these clipped sentences. This des could be understood as it will be or it is clear weather this afternoon, but because we understand from context, we don't really need to translate it directly into it will be clear or it will be cloudy and so on. Let's take a look at this with one more example sentence. 午前は強い風です。午後は晴れです。午前は強い風です。午後は晴れです。So this means strong wind in the morning, clear weather in the afternoon. Again, we have this 午前は meaning in the morning, 強い風です strong wind. So there will be strong wind or there is strong wind in the morning. The follow-up 午後は晴れです means in the afternoon, clear weather, or there will be clear weather in the afternoon. So in each of these example sentences, we have the same pattern. In the morning, weather. In the afternoon, weather. Next, let's take a look at the basic pattern that you can use to create your own weather expressions. All right, let's take a look at the basic pattern for this lesson. The first line in the basic pattern is 午前は weather expression です。午前は weather expression です。The next line is 午後は weather expression です。午後は weather expression です。This means weather expression in the morning, weather expression in the afternoon. So just keep in mind that 午前は means in the morning and 午後は in the afternoon. You can choose the weather expression to use in each of these positions. So try taking some words from the vocabulary list that we looked at earlier and create your own sentences to describe the weather in the morning and in the afternoon.
Do you remember how to say morning? 午前午前 and how to say snowy? 雪雪 Do you remember how to say snowy in the morning? 午前は雪です。午前は雪です。And how to say afternoon? 午後午後 Do you remember how to say rainy? 雨雨 And how to say rainy in the afternoon? 午後は雨です。午後は雨です。Do you remember how to say clear weather? 晴れ晴れ And how to say cloudy? 曇り曇り Do you remember how to say typhoon? 台風台風 And how to say strong wind? 強い風強い風 Do you remember how to say cold? 寒い寒い And how to say hot? 暑い暑い Do you remember how to say cool? 涼しい涼しい And how to say warm? 暖かい暖かい Do you remember how to say humid? 蒸し暑い蒸し暑い
Great! In this lesson, you learned some vocabulary and expressions to describe common weather conditions in Japanese. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Alicia, and I'll see you on JapanesePod101.com. Mata ne! Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.